If you're here, chances are you've watched a spiritualist video about a version of yourself trying to send you a message, or perhaps the idea that you've unknowingly transported to a parallel reality. But the question is this actually true? Is there any solid foundation behind these theories? What are their implications? That's exactly what we'll clarify by the end of this video. So stay tuned, because this is bound to open your eyes to many things. But before we dive in, leave a like. It only takes a second and helps us continue producing serious, high-quality spiritualist content. Plus, it helps this video reach more people, just like it reached you. Now that you've given your like, let's get to the core of the topic. The idea of multiple selves existing in different timelines is fascinating. But what if I told you it contradicts the very essence of the spirit and the purpose of our evolutionary journey? In this video, you'll discover how the higher self guides this process, not through multiple realities, but through a singular timeline that facilitates continuous evolution. The essence of the spirit is unique, indivisible, and profoundly connected to the divine. Imagine a flawless crystal reflecting light from every angle while remaining whole. That's how the spirit manifests. It can interact with various dimensions or levels of consciousness, but it never fragments. The concept of multiple versions of yourself living in parallel realities defies spiritual logic, which teaches that the divine spark is singular. Think of reincarnation as chapters of a single book. The spirit progresses in a straight line, without shortcuts or detours into parallel stories. Each life represents a page written with the choices and lessons of an evolving spirit. This linear continuity of experiences reinforces the connection to a divine purpose. In other words, past chapters can't be rewritten through parallel versions. There's only the opportunity to improve the writing on the next page. In higher dimensions, this singularity becomes even more evident. When connecting with elevated states of consciousness, the spirit embraces the fullness of the I am, without division. Picture an immense ocean. While there are countless waves, they all belong to the same body of water. What about you? What do you believe about this? What does your religion, doctrine, or philosophy say on this matter? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications to receive more serious spiritualist content amidst the sea of misinformation online. Speaking of integration, how does this I am perspective relate to the journey through time? Time, in the material plane, acts like a strict teacher, offering clear and inevitable lessons. Although time isn't entirely linear, it establishes a logical sequence of cause and effect that allows the spirit to learn through its choices. What I mean is that even if your higher self, your most advanced self, visited your past and observed you, it wouldn't alter the course of your decisions. Those choices would still happen the same way. The idea of jumping between timelines to change events contradicts this divine purpose. How could you reap the rewards of your actions if the field constantly shifted? If it were possible to simultaneously harvest all experiences across different timelines, then why would the law of reincarnation exist? After all, one could live a single fragmented life spread across multiple timelines, gaining all possible experiences in a single go. Even the law of karma, which serves as a law of balance, requires the spirit to follow a path to fully absorb its lessons. Visualize life as a road where every choice is a fork leading to new challenges and achievements. There are no shortcuts to escape consequences or bypass difficult lessons. This seemingly linear structure is a hidden blessing, organizing learnings in an orderly way and allowing the spirit to clearly see the outcomes of its actions. The concept of parallel realities would weaken this system, diluting the depth and impact of accumulated experiences. But how does this learning process interact with the higher self, which guides us from a higher dimension? Let's explore that next. Higher dimensions reflect the higher self, not a multiplication of versions of oneself. Think of the higher self as a light that illuminates and guides the spirit on its evolutionary journey. Rather than dividing into multiple facets or parallel realities, it expands its perception, guiding each incarnation with a unique and cohesive purpose. This isn't fragmentation, it's an expansion of consciousness. The spirit, on its journey, doesn't scatter into different versions but instead connects more deeply to the divine truth that governs it. The higher self functions as a map, not as a field of multiple paths waiting to be explored. It observes the spirit through its many incarnations, always within a single timeline. Instead of creating alternate versions of oneself, the higher self refines and enhances the individual, bringing greater clarity and alignment with the divine plan. This continuous process of evolution isn't about exploring other realities but about deepening the understanding of the spirit's essence. This integral and harmonious perspective of higher dimensions negates the concept of a multiverse where the higher self would fragment. Instead, the spirit connects with its own divine spark, growing and evolving according to the universal order. Each learned lesson is a direct reflection of divine love, free from the distractions of parallel realities. Does this perspective resonate with you? So, tell us in the comments, does this make more sense to you than what you've heard before? Are you ready to embrace your journey with more clarity, without getting lost in the distractions of parallel realities? Share this video with friends or groups who are also seeking this wisdom, and let us know your thoughts on this perspective. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We'll revisit this topic with more details in the future. See you in the next video. Peace profound.